Doc, just real quick, did anything wrong with Gary physically, or
No.
Okay, I just saw the back wrap on him.
No, I think he's fine. I think guys are hurting.
Some of the issues that have plagued you guys in this stretch weren't really issues like turnovers, offensive glass. No. It was just the missed shots to a degree, and then that led to transition.
Yeah, this may be the greatest make-miss night ever. I mean, I don't think anybody would complain about the threes we had. They were wide open, and I thought we moved the ball and got great shots. But there's still the defensive transition was still awful tonight, and so that's on me. Like everything's on me until we get it right. We got to fix this. I thought we played with the right spirit. We didn't make shots, and you're going to have nights like that. But on those nights, we have to find a way to get stops. And I don't know how many times they advanced the pass and beat us down the floor. They did it probably 8 to 10 times on the few makes we did make. Morant had a free pass tonight as far as driving and attacking. Now, he's tough for everybody and probably tougher for us. So we got to do a better job of figuring out how to contain guards like that.
I would say defensively, it felt like if it wasn't a dribble handoff, it was a back cut. It was somehow they were getting into the lane.
They got wherever they want. I don't know what the final number. I think it was at 70 paint points. I'm not sure what it was. And one of the things we wanted to do is have our bigs in the paint, but our bigs was on the ball at half those times. And we just got to go back to the drawing board defensively. Not overhaul anything. We're not panicking about that, but we got to do things better. That's for sure, and that's on me to make sure we do that.
Dame ends the night, I think, with 12 shots,
just
4 points. All season long, teams have
Pressure.
pressed and taken the ball out of his hands.
Yeah.
How do you guys combat that?
That's got to be a little bit from us and a little bit from Dame as well. Like we talked about it this summer with him. The cat's out. Like everyone's going to do it, and we got to counteract. Now, one way we've done it is that actually allows Giannis to push the ball at the floor 4-on-4, and we're getting a lot out of that. Tonight, the reason it didn't loosen up is because we got great shots out of that, but we didn't make any. If you go back and do the same thing and Giannis does what he does, gets to the paint, and we make those, then the pressure comes off of Dame. So, it's all connected.
There's a possession in the second half, third quarter, where they roll the ball up the floor. I think it's 15 seconds. It's just rolling there. What do you guys want to do in that situation? Like, is that go get it right away?
We want them to make them touch the ball. And the problem is what other teams are doing to us, they're up at the ball when they're taking it out, so you can't do that. We're falling back. It's one of the things Buck said at halftime. He said, we're getting pressured, and we're not pressuring anybody. Now, Morant, you have to be very careful with that because he blows by you, and now you're behind again. So, but to be able to waste clock and pick it up at half court is not going to be good for your defense either.
With the defense, transition was something you addressed immediately last year. And I realize that there's change of personnel to a degree.
Yeah.
So what is it? Is that a fundamental issue that's breaking down?
It's discipline, period. And it's on us to demand it more, point it out more, which we're doing. And at some point, there has to be consequences for it. Just too many times they ran behind us today, over and over again. Bigs running behind us for lobs. That just can't happen. It's not like we don't work on that every day, but we are not working on it well enough because if we were, they wouldn't be doing it. And again, I keep going back to me. If there's something they're not hearing that I'm telling them, and I got to do a better job.
When things aren't going right, guys can press. One of the ways they might press is go for an offensive rebound that they shouldn't, or something like that. Like, how do you, as a coach, try to keep them from pressing?
That's what you got to. You just got to keep them doing what you're doing. I bet we had 7 of those where someone tried to go for a steal. We had one. We got lucky at the end of a quarter. We crashed the glass, and the guy that was guarding Morant went for a rebound off a free throw. Morant brings it up, he just misses the shot. This is, again, I keep going back to the word discipline. We got to do it, and we got to do it better. Thanks, guys.